This is the third. Welcome back to the HonestCon channel. Welcome back to this network. You understand? Welcome back to HonestCon. And this is Bustin' Pixels. Anytime you see anything related to gaming, it's the Bustin' Pixels show. Alright? Of course, we do multi-niche content. So everything from gaming to blogging, just seeing them palm trees and pixels makes me just want to hit a beach. I swear to gosh, I need to go, y'all. Ain't no just need to go, gotta go, wanna go, gonna go. You understand? I was born to be tropical. That's that expat life that we talk about a lot here. We cover that too. Check out our vlogs under Honest Con Outdoors Worldwide. But right now, like I say, we doing some busting pixels. So let's see these beautiful pixels. We ain't busting them yet. We just enjoying them. If they set it off, we gonna pop it off. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Now, yeah, y'all, look at this beautiful boat. Look at this beautiful, beautiful boat. I love coming over to this harbor. This is one of my favorite places in the game to just go and chill out, catch a vibe, and really think about how this would look in real life. Because it's so realistic anyway. I mean, I really feel like I'm standing on this thing. And that it's really a solar-powered sailboat. Look at that thing. It's got one giant solar sail. Just the concept of that is so freaking dope. I mean, so dope. I swear to gosh, that's amazing. Yeah. But if you ain't been paying attention and not really watching our gaming content, Bustin' Pixels, let me explain what we're doing here whenever you see me playing Cyberpunk 2077, at least right now. I'm doing a series, okay, about the power and the possibilities of what will be in the next 5 years. Talk about our 5-year plan for gaming for our favorite open world game, this right here. This is going to get a part 2. It's going to get a sequel, and they're working on it right now. CD Projekt Red, the gaming company, Polish gaming company, it also has offices in, I think there's one in, did they say Vancouver? I think it's somewhere in Canada, but I definitely know they got a new one in Boston, too. And they're working on this sequel, and they're also working on The Witcher, which is another one of their games, if you didn't know. Of course, it's super popular and all that. I never played The Witcher, but I know what it's about. Watched a little bit of the Netflix series with the guy who played Superman. Possibly the best new Superman. He is the best new Superman, in my opinion. I really liked him as the character. But anyway, no, I haven't seen the new one, so I mean, there's nothing to debate about that. I'm just saying, in terms of his physicality and everything, I think he really fit the character. As simple as that. And that's just an actor talking. That's just a writer, producer, film guy talking, and what I, you know, feel when I look at a character and whether or not I really think, yeah, okay, that's him, or that's her, yeah, that's them. That's just me. Anyway. Look at that boat. That's one of the baddest ones out here. The other one that's one of the baddest is this thing right here. I call it the shovel head because it reminds me of a shovel head. It looks like a shovel at the front. It's got that kind of shape and it's shark-like, the shovel head or bonnet head shark. And this is just all about speed right here. But anyway, I was going to say, we're doing this series and we can stay focused. Let me tell y'all what it is. It's called Orion Dreams, okay? Orion Dreams. And I'm basically just giving my wish list of things I want to see in Orion. Now, if you don't know what Orion is, that is the second game that's being worked on. At least that's what they're calling it for now. I think they're going to end up having to call it Orion. I mean, they've called it that for so long. I think if they switch the title by the time it comes out, people ain't going to know what it is. It probably behooves them to make that a real thing and not just a working title. It's like in gaming, it's different. It's not like in film, there's working titles that the public never knows. Only people they might know a little bit if they deep into wanting to know behind the scenes stuff, but most people just wait till they get the first trailer and then they start talking about the movie. Or they'll see a couple of articles, but they're not going to know what the working title is. They're going to know that, oh, there's this movie coming out and it's about this or it's about that. And even if there's no name, it's starring this person and that, you know what I mean? They don't give you too much on purpose. It's just a reason. They're trying to keep all that spoiler stuff and misinformation down, which definitely comes with the territory. So whenever I see it done right, and I see, that something, when you're hyping something like a video game, like I say, you got to be real careful because once you set a name, it's going to be hard to shake Orion at this point. It's a dope name. It sounds cool. We know it's a star. I think it's a group of stars, and You know, so all of that is powerful talk. It instantly gets people's minds going on what that could mean, what it could be. Let's see if the NPCs are being nice today.
¿Llegaste hace poco?
Are you something? Oh, she said, are you new here? Yeah. Oh, man, she almost turned like she wanted to walk with me.
Sería
See,
chido
this is,
conocerte, pero no
what
hoy.
did she say? But something, what?
Hola.
Oh, no. See, I like that when they're real friendly and sweet. That's my kind of lady. But, she cute too. But, you know, I like when they start, oh, I did leave my car over here so I can jump in that if I want. First of all, let me show y'all this whole bay again. I know I'm all over the place. I wanted to tell y'all something. I almost forgot my thought. Uh, Orion, like I say, is going to be quite the spectacle. And everybody's already been predicting what they want to see in the game. All the PC folks, which I got a big thing about that too. Like, I don't play on PC. I don't have anything totally against it. Shout out to the PC community, but it's just not my thing. I grew up on console, and a PC is something to do some damn work on. I know that's not how these new systems are. I know you can still use a controller like I'm using right now. You don't have to type and know how to type fast and use a keyboard, because that right there alone kept my generation from, I mean, some of us, from being into it. Like, I did play some games at school on a keyboard, but those are those real simple games and simple programs that were back in the 16-bit era and all of that stuff. I mean, it was very, very simple. So it's just a different era. But anyway, but the PCs are more powerful, can hold more data, can make your character faster, give you all kind of little things. Y'all got all the little sneak tricks where y'all get the little aiming devices when you're playing shooting games. You can shoot folk and never miss, and all this old nonsense that be taking folk out when we over here playing, thinking we got a fighting chance and we don't. Yeah, we gotta find out about all that because I got friends who play on PC. Shout out to our homie, uh, brother Joshua, drummer boy. Yeah, we've done some gaming on online before for Busted Pixels. You can check us doing our thing on the game Vampire Blood Hunt. That's one of the favorites that I've played with that brethren. And he does PC stuff. He also does, regular console. But he's told me about all the tricks of the trade and what they can do. And I said, well, no wonder why it's so much more crazy when you're playing against people on a PC. But I was saying in a previous episode, if they were to open it up in Orion to being an online multiplayer, which at first I didn't like the idea, and I still don't think that should be the absolute focus. I think they just need to get it right. She struck a pose. That was hilarious. They just need to get it right first. Make sure there's no glitches, no drama, and everybody can enjoy the game for its regular story mode, for its regular, like I'm playing now, mill around, get into stuff as you come across it, that kind of thing. I made the cop stop too. Everybody stopped. Even she turned around. That is hilarious. Of course, it's okay. So that's another thing. She could have gave me a ticket. I mean, you got money in the game. I think it makes it more interesting to do stuff like that. Or you'd be like, take this ticket and shove it, and then you get to a shootout with the cops. I mean, it happens all the time. It's a nice city. What? You know, you tearing up the sidewalk and all this. She come back, hey asshole, what are you doing? She call in, back up. All that stuff needs to be more active, in my opinion, in the game, just for the fun of it. Especially now that you have auto drive, so you don't have to worry about running over folks as much if you just want to do stuff like this while you're driving. Now, right now, I'm not doing auto, but I'm gonna cut it on in a minute so I can show y'all how that works. And I noticed something else. They cleared out the gangsters to be right here in the middle. Like, this is the first time I've been over here in forever and never seen them. I wonder if they got rid of the ones down at the end. Either something is glitching or they've changed stuff. Now, the ones that they in still partying. The Valentinos down here having their little private party with the car. Don't mess with them because it will be a shootout. I've done it so many times, it's hilarious. But I don't feel like setting it off. Just let folk have a good time, man. You ain't always got to be about to beat them up, shoot them up for nothing. And even with that, like the fact that your main homie in the game, your literal best friend that dies, Jackie Wells, was a Valentino. He wasn't active, but once won, always won. So you know he knew folks. And it never made sense to me that besides Padre, who is the known head of the Valentinos, the OG of OGs, he had inner conflict in the Valentinos. And sometimes you do missions for him where he wants you to go take out folk in his own group because they got different factions. And I've spoke about this in previous and everything. Let mind you, everything I'm saying is stuff I want to see change in Orion. Everything I'm saying, let's make it clear. That's what this is about. That's what we're doing. Orion dreams, right? What we want to see happen. The wish list. But I'm saying to make it more interesting story-wise, the fact that it's already in the game, you just multiply it and make it a common part of the game. That when you have games that are as big as the Valentinos, because I think they literally are the biggest in members in the game, um, let it get to a point where you have the option of siding with ones that you have connections to, like whichever set of the Valentinos that Jackie was cool with, you still cool with. You know, you forever cool with the family. You would have that backup. Like you go over there, hey, what's up? You know, what's up, homies? You know, you don't never know. You still can't totally trust them. They still a bunch of gangsters gonna be on some BS, and they got their own. You know, and somebody there might not like you, but they just holding out on taking you out because the main boss says leave him alone. He good because he knew Jackie or something. You know, whatever the case. So you could even show that like everything was good until another fallout. Somebody else got an inner beef. Whatever else. That's all realistic stuff for great storytelling. That would be really interesting in game. And right now, as I'm saying that to y'all, I'm flipping through the World of Cyberpunk 2077 book, which is one of the best ever books about the whole world of Cyberpunk in this particular game. And I'm trying to get to the part where it breaks down the membership of the gangs and all that stuff, because I want to give y'all real numbers about what I'm saying to understand that and what that would mean and possibilities. Okay, so yeah, I'm at that page. All right, so if anybody has their textbook, it's on page 159, if you know the book. And the chapter starts with gangs, the bad and the ugly. Like, they ain't no good, just the bad and the ugly. Wow. But you start with Maelstrom, which of course is the all teched out super cyborg psychos. Their estimated size is 1,300. Okay? Not that big. And you can tell when you're playing in the game. I mean, it's big, but it ain't. But compared to this, or the next group, for example, the Animals game. Now, the Animals, you know, they're super all about building your body. They're a bodybuilder game. That's the easiest, quick way to say it. They're a bodybuilder obsessed with being the biggest, the strongest, the most athletic. All their implants, all of their cyborg abilities are just to increase speed, ferocity, testosterone. I would say even in the women, they want to increase their testosterone because these women ain't even trying to like be the sexy bodybuilder style. They trying to literally be stronger than the dudes. And one of the worst enemies you can even fight in the game is like this hulking woman who's crazy as hell. That was one of the worst first fights I ever had for a boss. I was like, damn, she's strong as hell. While I'm talking, let me get riding just for fun. I wonder if I can do. Yeah, I haven't tried that on a bike. I wonder if I can do auto on a bike. We're gonna find out. Bring it up. Hey, baby. I don't know why the hell you would be coming from down there. What, you just hanging out with the Valentinos in the ocean? They parked it right next to my car, like my leg would have been able to fit, but they made it look like it could. Y'all look good together, though. Look at all that. Look at all that matchy-matchiness. Anyway, auto drive. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's go. I don't know where the hell we're going. Let me see. Where did I say I'm going? Because I don't want to go nowhere I didn't want to go. I don't know where it was taking me. I wish I could hit multiple points. That add that. Add that to the list. If you wanted to take a multi-stop, just like when you're doing GPS in your real life, you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna stop here, beep. Stop here, beep. I'm gonna stop here, bip, get some clothes. Then I'm gonna go to this drop box, bip. Then I'm gonna come back down here, and I'm gonna go to this clothing place, bip. And then I'm gonna go over here to this clothing place, bip. And then I'm gonna go buy one of my apartments real quick, bip. And then I'm gonna go over here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's man, that's what I want, y'all. That's what I need, y'all. You know what I mean? I really do. I really do. I want to see all that in Orion. All of that. The ability to do that should be just second nature, like whatever. Autopilot, why not? If not, why not? Let's go, right? I'm trying to think what clothes are up in there. I forget which shop that is. Gotta be some of the ugliest stuff you ever seen in your life. More than likely. I forget which one that is. That's another thing. The map should, when you go over it like this, hover over it, it should show you a little mini picture photo, just like when you're looking at GPS and you can see photos that people have taken of street level of what it looks like, the storefront. If it's just one of those, just like outdoor vendor with a rack, shows you the outdoor vendor and their rack behind them in a photo that's clear, even though it's small. And not so small that you can't see either. Hell with this, killing the eyes of us getting older. I mean, I ain't that old yet, but I can still see the screen just fine. But I'm saying, even young folks, some people got glasses, man. Don't hurt people's eyes. Like, everything don't need to be so damn tiny. Can we get the font bigger? Good gosh, Anyway, somebody felt me real. They really felt that. They are cheering right now. They are with me. You understand? What is this over here? Let's go get that situation handled. I don't even know what it is. If it's in the desert. Did I say I went there? Oh, I was about to go there. Oh, wait a minute. No. I did go there. Or did I? I can't remember if I went there or not. Anyway, we're going to find out. Yeah, we're going to find out. So anyway, while I'm riding. So again, back to the gang numbers. So the animals are bigger than the whatchamacallits, the Maelstrom. Voodoo Boys. Unknown, but the estimate is, this is a small one of the smallest groups, between 50 and 250 members, which makes sense because they're more, hey man, they're like hardcore geeks that can kick your ass because they're like in the system, they're edge runners, but they can be muscular, they can be gunners and all that, but they ain't really as big on shooting and all that. They look at that as dishonorable. They want to more hack your brain, fry your whole network, destroy your whole block with, I put your power out. I made the damn cars attack you. I mean, they on some other level with it, with the voodoos. So they don't even have to have a huge number. And they're so secretive, they wouldn't probably want, so it makes sense. They wouldn't have a big group. 6th Street, pretty damn big, 2,300. Okay? So now we're seeing why you can see when you find them all over their area, and they're in a very big area too, so that makes sense. But the animals still outnumber them a little bit. A lot, actually. Like I said, up to 3,000 expected. But, 2,300. So then you go to the Mox, which, again, is going to be a small group. I mean, super small. It's literally just whoever's around that club where they mostly hang out in Jig Street. But you got 200 to 255 members. Girls and guys, whatever they want to call themselves. No disrespect, just saying what I know is in the game. You feel? Then you got the Tiger Claws, which is going to be big, definitely. Oh, yeah, knew that was a big number. 5,500. Damn, they deep. They deeper than 6th Street. And that's kind of crazy, too, because they don't look it when you're in the area. I mean, they are everywhere, but they're not like, I don't know. I don't get the sense when I'm in their area that they're more than what I see when 6th Street is outside, so to say. You know what I mean? Like, 6th Street would be, man, as they say, we outside. No, them fools will take over a whole damn street, burn some cars. They do Maelstrom type shit. Burn some cars, be shooting in the air, yelling a whole bunch of pseudo-patriotic nonsense. Just, they crazy as hell. And I'll be whacking them out. Like, whatever, y'all. Silly ass people. Like, that's what y'all want? Okay, cool. We're going to handle it. But, and it's the saddest part I will say of all the games, talking about the, looks and stuff, two of the coolest.
Gotta say, I am intrigued.
What he said, gotta say, I am intrigued. I've never heard him say, I've never heard V say nothing while he was riding. That was pretty cool. Okay. He's enjoying the view. He's liking what I'm liking. Being able to do this right here. Hell yeah. Hope y'all liking it too. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Look at that. The floating gun hologram. I love that. That's so freaking cool. I'm gonna keep the camera right there. That's a dope shot. Because if you let go of the control, you won't really see it flip back like that. Which is cool too. It just shows you the rest of what you're missing. I mean, like the big totem spinning, same ads you see everywhere, but lit up. They somehow look different. Very freaking cool. So yeah, we're entering Tiger Claw territory right now, and like I say, they deep, but like I just came across the bridge, not one group. I don't see none of them. Right? They in the cars, they in the buildings, they chilling, they whatever. You know, they are a little bit more corporate about their thing. They like the Yakuza. Yeah, they got their street level goons, but they mostly like Yakuza. Hey, you ain't gonna see us unless we want to be seen, and we ain't really out trying to make a scene. You know, like I say, unless they in the regular biker gang level of it, but there's levels of it, and I don't think they make that clear enough. I've seen it in missions, but you don't see it enough in the game as much. And I think that's also because you just don't get a chance to play next to, like, look at the skyscrapers. I always say, man, it's always somebody's floating cars and stuff. We all said that floating car in the background. We want to be able to get the floating car ride. Like, hell with just getting on the subway, which is cool that you can do that. I want to take a flying taxi. Look at this thing going by flying. I want to get a flying taxi. You feel me? I want to buy a flying car. Like, I got all these other cars and bikes. Let me get a flying fleet. You know, let's have some air battles. You know, some Star Wars level-ish going on between the buildings. I know that would be super ultra illegal. Like, it's kind of like in Night City Police Department will let total carnage happen on the ground in some areas. And no, you ain't gonna get it pressed in some areas. Cops don't even show up. They just, yeah, whatever, let them kill each other. But if you go over there in these corporate districts with these high rises, oh yeah, they're gonna be on your ass immediately. Right? As they would be. It makes sense. That makes sense for protecting the money. That's all it is. It's like, yo, what square did you hit on the chessboard? It comes down to that. Who you tapping? Touch the wrong square, it's truly hard. Right? So you get up in here, police presence at the ATM, if you will, to let you know. Wait a minute, this is. Why are they taking me back up here? Okay, y'all, I already handled this. I don't know why. Well, maybe there was more to it that I need to finish. So we going over here. I know, maybe because I didn't take out the last couple of little robots that were left. I thought I finished the job. So, what the hell? Let's see about it. Let's see about it. Did they send some more enemies? Nobody got time for that. Oh, snap. Oh. They're scanning me. Yeah, let them know I'm here. I'm here. So yeah, I did this in my last show. If you didn't see it, check that out. And I'm gonna be kind of stuttering through this because I want to pay attention. I don't want to get hit while I'm being so cool. I want to use this instead. Oh no, it's dead. Turned it off last time I was here. I think there were like 2 or 3 robots left. That's why it's still tripping. Man, really all that. I want to get this over with. Clear this off the board. Yeah, it could just be a damn glitch. Say they, we got rid of all the glitches. Oh shit, there we go. Oh, job complete. That was it. That's all I had to do. Oh, wash your head. I know. Good kill. Got too many damn implants for that. I think that would be very cool too in Orion. Like anytime you jump off the building, bust your head, you see the blood, and you know you're looking like crap. Like they flip the camera, you see the damage you did to your face or whatever, but then you hit your health bar thing. I'll do it for y'all real quick. Hit the wrong button. Hold on. Yeah, you get your boost like that from your inhaler, and then it would show that like little nanite thing come across your face and start piecing your face back together like Wolverine's healing power. You know what I'm saying? Because you really do literally have technology like that that heals your body when you've been damaged. Well, here's some money. Yeah, $36. I'm taking Pan-Am out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we need to get you a soda in this economy. You think our economy is messed up? Coming to this version of California. Lord have mercy. So, it's like a hot damn. Wow. That's been the other thing that's so goofy to me. Like, I think once you have the reinforced legs like I do, you know, why should any hop off a building like that truly damage you unless you fell from like way up there, for instance? I feel like you ought to be able to even fall from like where that last satellite dish is right there, that dish, all the way down. Bam! I mean, you and break the ground. Like, come on, man! You got the strongest metal in your leg. You're like a freaking. You're a tank. You're a walking tank. You know, you ought to be able to fall from at least that far. Boom! And like, crack the pavement. Everything explode around you. No blood. You just, you come down Matrix style, shatter the earth, create a crater. Can we get that? That's the game I'm looking for. I just want it to be more what you work so hard for, all this stuff you acquire, and then it doesn't do what it would naturally do if you had that kind of power. So anyway, my character looks to be about my weight, 180 something pounds. But in reality, with all the chrome he's carrying and can carry because of the chrome carrying its own weight in your body, this dude would be double that. He'd be like 300 pounds. Like seriously, you'd be like 300 freaking pounds and could lift twice your weight. Like this man could throw or at least pick up 700 pounds over his head. You know what I'm saying? Bench press that shit. Now throwing, maybe he could maybe throw 500, get it in the right angle, toss it, because he's got all this mechanical. Let me show y'all what I'm saying. If you never played the game, show y'all my cyberware. You know what I'm saying? I'm laced. I'm right at the cracking point. And I want to crack it. I want to figure out a way to get into the perks that's going to open me up to being able to, I don't know why I can't get no more perks. I got to figure out how to get my perks. I don't know what I got to do to get all the rest of these trees going so I can finish the grid. Because I just want to be all the way maxed out. All the way. Yeah, I'm up there like that. But yeah, I got like, enhanced exoskeleton coated with crazy armor ability, melee damage resistance. My skin is covered with, I forget what they call it. This skin is like slightly bullet resistant and all this stuff. Scanning eyeballs, Ben had that. The digital face, change your identity. Which even though you only do that for one mission and everything, I feel like they should have made it where, okay, if you do that in Orion, once you have something like that, you could just change anytime you want into any face. Like you'd be a total chameleon. You'd be like the Terminator in those more advanced Terminator movies. You walk in and say hi to somebody. 2 seconds later, you see that he done took the person out, but he took their identity or she took their identity and had the female one. Like just become whoever you want. Be like straight up, mutant powers up in here from the X-Men. Straight up. So yeah, y'all, it's a lot you can do. And once you get, like I said, some of these powers, they don't manifest to the fullest degree of what they're calling it. I just want it to be that. I think in Orion, they need to really do what you said it is. Like, if you give me this power, I want to see that power. Straight up. Let's go. This is beautiful right here. Pause. Give me some shots in here. Just too nice. Real nice. It's over. That bike is not meant to go up these damn ramps. They made that realistic as hell. And I'm not a mountain goat. They made that realistic. Oh, yeah. But I feel like, yo, again, some boots I have, I feel like they should give you a certain kind of, if you got them boots or if you got that whatever on, yeah, you can climb right up the side of them rocks like nothing. And it's got some kind of spikes in the sole that retract like cat claws and give you extra grip. I mean, come on, man, this is 2020, 2077. You know, we can do whatever. Damn near. Okay, so give y'all the full view or try to give you the breathtaking view of when you get up here like this, which I absolutely love it. It's a different kind of sunset today too. Oh, they do the weather, they change it up. I love that. I just want that. I want that to explain. You see how they got the clouds? Like, give me more. If you've ever seen when the sun goes down in some places where it's a cloudy day, like in Georgia, we get some of the most incredible cloudy sunsets you've ever seen in your life. Absolutely amazing. Now, this is supposed to be California, and they get it too sometimes, but they rarely get rain. So, but this is fictional, and then they've got weird weather patterns we don't even have on Earth, yet. Hopefully, never. I mean, this is like real. You get acid rain for real, where you can't go outside. It will burn your skin rain, which they mention that, but every time it rains, people just walk around with umbrellas, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish they would show something talking about that. Expound on that, make it a part of the game more. I think it would be really cool. Add that to Orion. Um, what else? So let me get back to what I was saying about the groups and different factions and how big they are and stuff. So like I said, when I left, I was telling y'all from the official guide for Cyberpunk, the world of Cyberpunk. If you don't have that book, it's definitely recommended. Amazing, one of my favorite books on this subject and about this game, especially just absolutely amazing. The Tiger Claws are 5,500 deep. Then, like I was saying, probably the biggest, because I don't think I said anybody else who had a bigger number than this. So it meets my point, is the Valentinos are 6,000. And then they say the scavs. The scavs are scavengers, but scavs for short. They don't say what they are. They're unknown in amount, but I know they ain't big. Just because all throughout the game when you see them, they deep, but they ain't deep enough. And then they covertly, they be body snatchers and doing all kind of weird stuff. So they don't want to be out in numbers that are known. Because I'm sure everybody got a beef with them and want to hit them as soon as they see them. I got my personal gripe with them because I've just had some battles in the game where they mess with you. You trying to mind your business, they come at you. I'm like, oh hell no. So whenever I see them, it's on sight. It's like, yeah, okay, that's the ops. Hit them. The Aldecados, which is this here kind of shocked me. They're 500 to 600 in the NC region, which means, but they say tens of thousands in total. So okay, only in the NC region. So what we see in the game is just one of the clans, the one we end up cool with and getting down with because of Panem. It's only one. They're saying tens of thousands. That means all throughout the desert there's other Aldecados. And I would imagine with the little bit of beef that went on between Panem and oh gosh, I forget his name, but the guy who was like the leader of it or whatever, and she became the leader. They always had some conflict, right? And you couldn't help but wonder, did y'all used to date? Like I was always laughing whenever they would have some issue with each other. I say, yeah, okay, she just a little too into that. Like, and she never said it. She never says anything in any mention to allude to that being the case. But you just kind of like, yeah, okay, you dated that dude. You fell out with him, but y'all still got leadership. Yeah, whatever. But avocados is huge, y'all. And that got my mind thinking about just how many different types of avocados there could be. And we know if you play the game that some of them ain't on the up and up, man. They got into some twisted stuff. Like there was one of literally the most bizarre and perverted mission you ever have to take on is going to get this dude who used to be an avocado who went astray and started kidnapping kids and had them like dead in a damn lab inside of a cattle warehouse or something crazy, and you had to go in and infiltrate it, and you find him and kill his ass and take out all of the equipment he was using. You shut the operation down. So yeah, at the end of it, you feel good because you finally got to the bottom of it. But when I tell you that was one of the most disturbing missions, because you keep finding all these bodies, and then you're scanning the data, so you realize from their memories what happened to them and stuff. Man, I was mad for real. I was like, where is this fool? Where is this dude? He don't deserve nothing but dispersal, so that nothing like him exists, because this is the worst. And they went there. They went there in the game to make you feel that way. And it was well done writing, but very disturbing, heavy material. You know what I'm saying? Heavy lifting, y'all. Heavy lifting. But hey, that's Cyberpunk. I don't expect nothing less. And I ain't gonna front. You need some missions like that every now and then, so that you don't forget what you're looking at when you come across some of these different character groups and stuff like it. You know, they say, barks like a dog, it's a dog. Quacks like a duck, it's a duck. You know, hey, what it is, what it is, what it is, it is. So, you know, like I say, the cool avocados, cool. But in any group, you're going to have some folk who don't even deserve to be in the group. If the group is, you know, mostly on the up and up, because the avocados are like they're Robin Hoods. You know, yeah, they do stealing missions and stuff, but it's to take from the rich and give to the poor. And I love that. I love that concept in the game. I love the fact that you're not just, you know, outlaws. What outlaw? Where's the law? There ain't no real law in this world. It's just those who have not, and enforce. I mean, it's literally the world we live in. But it's told to you in this fictional way. Here we go. Boom! Let's go! Yeah, I landed on the. Oh shit, that was dope. That was and on the street. Who's the best? Who's the best? Yeah. So no, you know, you got all these different ways about things, but at the end of the day, all this corporate wealth in here, just like in reality, so it comes from a lot of dirty impression of other people's. And avocados are like the folks who just got fed up with always being a victim and say, yo, we gonna be the ones to determine our own destiny. We ain't gotta live amongst all that. We're gonna be on the outskirts. We'll come in every now and then, take for what we need, bring it back to the people who deserve it, and keep it pushing. And they're not really trying to be, okay, it's about to go down. Let me see. We'll handle that in a minute. You see Tiger Claws guarding this most likely stolen vehicle that I'm going to borrow on behalf of my client, who's going to pay me to deliver. So anyway, you know, stuff like that going on in the game. But yeah, all of the stuff that could be in this game. Anyway, let me keep going through the book, y'all, and tell y'all a little bit more while y'all enjoy the view. You know, some cars going by too, because I know there's going to be some flowers in a minute. Get up. Hey, so y'all can see. There'll definitely be a wrecking too. Anytime I stop and look like this, somebody gets in the traffic jam or a wreck. It'd be hilarious. They start cussing at each other and they just keep driving. Who else? I know you got the Wraiths. Did they tell? I don't think did they break them down? Where they are? Yeah, here they go. The Wraiths, if you have your textbook, this is on page 182, okay? But the Wraiths, which are definitely one of the most lethal gangs out there in the desert, number one enemy of the Aldecados, they have between 300 to 100, to 100, no, excuse me, 1,200. So, kind of small. Definitely ain't got this crazy that they even try the Aldecados. It's like, man, y'all so outweighed. But again, for the Aldecados that we see in the NC area, to have tens of thousands of members elsewhere that we've never even seen, they must be too far away to come to their rescue if they need backup. But they don't need it because they already outgun them, outnumber them. It's just they don't roll outside the whatever the current area they're at their nomad area, you know, until they decide to move or do a mission. And even when they go on a mission, they only send some people and leave everybody else at the fort, so to speak. So the avocados don't just be like everybody going and we all gonna take them out, you know. It's select members from when they do stuff. So anyway, there's that. So yeah, y'all, it's just all right. So that's that part. I did want to break that down a little bit more. And now I want to get into it over here for the hell of it. How do I want to do this? Scan this fool and let him take them out. Break yourself. I said, break yourself. Oh yeah. Another one. Another one. I love that thing. Okay, go. Did you understand? Okay. Who's left? Let's pick up the goodies and be on our way. Okay. Easy. Real fast. Let's do it.
They're in. Ah, great. Now grab the delivery cords and drive.
Stop talking to me like I don't know. So anyway, as we do this dangerous mission, let me tell y'all the other thing I'm always thinking about too is I laugh all the time about this game having no need for gas. Like they don't imply that the vehicles are electric, even though I would think they would be. This deep into the history, but this game mixes the 70s, the 80s. What do you say? Oh, yeah, I'm not about to try not to get it done. Of course, everybody's been trying to hit me. You know, sorry. Must be right. You are driving so much. You have all your vehicles in your fleet. You never run out of gas. You never run out of whatever the energy is. You never run out. And you see gas stations when you're out and about. They all look closed, ironically, but they do exist. They always look abandoned, and gangsters just be hanging around in the parking lot, waiting to spark some shit. So I don't understand how the hell everybody's driving endlessly. And there's no solar panels on the vehicles. You can get the idea that there's solar. Now, they add that in Orion, as you can see, there are solar. There's also some that are gas, and there's also some, or you can convert a vehicle that is gas into a solar or electric. And it's just a cost. You'll have actual shops that you go by, because you got friends who are mechanics, like you do in the real game here. As it is, you got that. You got some friends who are mechanics, like the old girl that you race with. And the afterlife, the bartender. Ooh, I want to finish. There's a couple of races too I need to do that I haven't done. But that'll give me something to do that I haven't finished. I don't know I don't even know if I still can, because I may have done something in my game where play it a certain way, miss a certain mission, or overplay up to a certain point. You can't keep going. I forget. But anyway, we're gonna be a really nice, smooth ride with this. We're not getting nobody chasing me or nothing. I don't believe it. I feel like by the time I get close, it's gonna be some stuff. But don't you do it? Don't. Damn it! Motherfucker. Had to be one to hit on purpose. Can't have your perfect vehicle. I'm trying to have a perfect delivery. Damn. All right, so as I was saying, so they're slowing down trying to. Gas, yeah. So they just need to just add that as an element of the game. I think it would make it way more fun to have to keep in mind these different things. Because once you do missions and you get used to the flow of a game like this, you do get to a point where it gets a little boring and stale when you don't have a mission and you're waiting on the next downloadable content or whatever. Okay, you should never not feel like there's a mission. You ought to be able to, in a sense, make your own missions by your choices, like things you do create the energy of mini missions and actual have rewards. Like there be certain weapons you only get if you have a certain type of reaction with certain characters or whatever, or gain certain trust, lose certain trust, or make a friend, lose a friend, create a lover, lose a lover. Okay.
Just a request. Don't bang her up or I'll lose a buyer. Believe me,
No,
you
shut up.
chumata. Not gonna lie, V. You got a gift.
I am the gift. It's Christmas.
My man will take care of the
What
rest.
up, dog?
Check the drop.
You don't never say birthday. I'm always out there. I just always do him.
Don't spend it
Same
all
little
on
nod.
XPDs and glitter.
My money and stuff and dip. Another view over here, though. Look at that. Nice city, y'all. Fall off the cliff while I'm giving y'all the goods. Yeah, beat that vibe. So yeah, I want to see some having to stop and get gas or electric, or and if it's electric, you're gonna be there for a minute unless there's like super powered, and even that could be, this is the future, this is fantasy. Either they're ultra fast where you see the little meter and it's just steadily going up, or you got time to go in a restaurant while it's charging and stuff, that kind of thing. Like add all that into it. Add being able to get your gas and something happened at the gas, like, oh man, you pull up and you're like, oh Lord, there's a whole bunch of damn Valentinos and freaking 6th Street over here at the same time getting gas. They trying to act like they ain't got no beef, but it's a mess, got to jump off. And you just, you just trying to pump your gas and you're in between them. And then somebody starts some stuff and there's a whole shootout and you're in the middle of it or whatever. Like, all of that, like, let's just everything that would be, put it in the game. Put it in the game. And my other big pet peeve is with food. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I said, how in the hell is you doing all this stuff? You always collecting food, but you don't have to eat. You don't literally have to eat. Like, let me show y'all what I'm saying. I have my inventory, right? In my backpack, which you don't carry ever. So you don't know what the backpack looks like. It's another thing that I laugh about that I say, they could make that a part of the game. When you collect those little cubes, they could literally be like Star Trek level regenerative things that you can't carry all this stuff in literal form. So it's like some kind of device you use to literally transform the atoms of anything into these little cubes that can stack on each other. And yes, they do get heavy in your hint hint backpack. Okay, so when you go up here and you talk about your weight at the top of the screen, it's 330 out of 360 my max. If I collect too many guns, I need too much food, too much anything, if it gets past 360, I can't walk. Okay, that's realistic. I tell you I'm heavy as hell with all my chrome in me anyway, even as strong as I am. But that makes sense. You can still walk, but you slow as hell, right? Not a good thing to be when you got to get into battle. So I always try to keep myself light. As the phrase say, pack light. Here's the thing. They say use the food and stuff, give you a boost. Like you'll see, I just drank one of those, eat this here, some jambalaya. Like why the hell would I have jambalaya in a backpack? Um, this drink here, whatever. Everything I'm hitting is supposed to boost certain things and help me feel more charged and stuff. So I'm supposed to like run faster, do whatever faster, fight better, have more energy, all this stuff. I've seen it a little bit in motion. Like, okay, I'm gonna run real quick. Hello, stand up. Okay, run. I'm no faster than I was. Do my slide, nothing's different. Like, all of this should be more pep, more quicker reflexes and stuff. Like, all of that, right? But anyway. So what is it's like? It's just there to be there, but it's not really like food really means anything, and I don't like that. I wish it were that you don't even carry. I mean, you carry a couple of snacks and stuff, but you don't really even carry this much shit, unless you're literally gonna carry the cubes, which is what they look like when you find the items, and it'll have a little description so that you know exactly what it is. It's not like you literally walk up on a damn ham sitting in an alley, which again, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, I mean, it ain't supposed to literally, but it's just funny. It's funny and it's kind of goofy at the same time. The fact that you get literal about some things, but not other things. You get literal about the weight. But how the hell would I carry all this stuff? I'm not gonna look like Santa Claus with a satchel over my back with this much shit in it, plus my guns, plus my clothes, because there's all the clothes that I'm carrying right now. All the stuff you're literally carrying. This is part of the weight too. This is part of the weight too. And then I have my stash, which has even more clothes and stuff. Now stash, that makes sense. Stash will always make sense. That's at my apartment. Stash don't make sense to be in the back of my car or the back of my bike, like they have it, unless, like I say, you have some special device that literally transfers it, like the damn. I'm trying to remember the name of the thing when you get beamed up on Star Trek, and it's literally beaming it to you like that. And then it materializes right in front of you like digital. Give me that whole digitized effect they use in the movies and everything now, where you see all this stuff just start going, you know, like the Transformers. And then you got all them little blocks going together, and then suddenly it's a thing. It's a whole robot. It's a whole gun. It's a whole. That would be dope as hell. That to me is what this is, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? Um, and then that could even have malfunctions. So like you get something and you're like, oh damn, the gun is jamming. Like it went through the thing and it did that. And then don't let that happen all the time in a situation, get you caught up and get you killed. But let it happen like sometimes, not in the worst situation. Like let the game have Ryan have a meter of don't do that to you in a really serious battle. Like you're in some fight, you're not about to die if you get hit one time with a bullet or a blade or a punch or anything, but the gun jams on you. So you just hit them in the head with the gun and pick your next gun, and then you go sell that gun. Or since you spend this time doing this stuff crafting, why the hell am I crafting or have a thing at my apartment to craft a whole room, but you never see me doing that? Like I want a little mini movie of me in the lab, so to speak, you know? And invite a friend over here. Yo, we're gonna do some crafting, man. Bring some stuff. I'll trade you some stuff. You trade me your stuff. We're gonna get some components. We're gonna put this stuff together. Your girlfriend, Pan she's a badass. She's into guns and shit. Pan baby, come over. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna have new characters. I'm hoping for new characters with some of the old in Orion. And I would tell you this: I want to see. Speaking of Pan I want to see which one of my apartments is that? That's in the Glen. Yeah. I ain't been there in a while. We'll go there. That's cool. We'll take Delamain. I don't feel like. Come on, Delamain. Where you at? Where my Delamain cat? Come on, Delamain. Did you park down the damn hill or something? Yes, it did. Oh, it's trying to come up the hill. Slow as hell. Take me home. Take me home, Delamain.
How's it going?
Hello, sir or madam.
How can I be of service?
No, 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 no. Get back in. What the hell? I hate when I pushed the wrong button. That was so silly. Okay, I did pick my destination, so why are you tripping? And don't I have to hold it on one of these buttons? Oh, there it is. Why was it
Your
so
wish is
expensive
my
this time?
command.
Usually it's just like $100. It was $250. Motherfucker. Okay. so, so you see, there's no one price with Delamain. Okay. It does deal with the distance. Just like a real cab. Okay, y'all trying to get too real up here. See, this again, this is what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I don't mind it when it matters or when it goes with what you're doing, but when it don't go with it and it don't make no kind of sense, like, if you're gonna be that literal about this, yo, be literal about all this other stuff. I got these superpowers, make them super. I got a girlfriend, make Pan Am act like a girlfriend. Why the hell she gonna keep coming over? We doing the same lame ass date, the exact same date. All these places to go and eat, beach to go to, even though it's ghetto as hell, but there's just stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go kill off all the enemies in Pacifica and say, all right, let's have a picnic on the beach. Don't mind those bodies over there. You know, she used to that. She ain't the kind to be picky about that. She gonna help me wipe them out. You know what I'm saying? We can Bonnie and Clyde together. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, we can, man, there's so much stuff you could do in this game. Oh my gosh, so much. And if I haven't said it officially, talking about the doom and gloom ending of Phantom Liberty for V, if you've played it and got that one ending where, you know, he has to live the rest of his life without his implants working because that's the only way to kill the engram of Johnny in his head and not take him out at the same time. They got that out of his head or put it to sleep or whatever they say they did. I forget exactly what they did, but it's not it's not going to kill you anymore. But the only way that works is if your implants don't work. So you got all this chrome in you for life and it's inactive. So I thought about that with what I was just saying about your weight. First of all, man, you probably be walking around a cane or you would be walking on a cane for months at least until you start working out enough to get enough. You would literally, if they brought V back, I see him being this really badass, probably the most notorious fixer in the history of the game. Because he would try to live the everyday life and it just wouldn't work for him. He done too much crazy stuff. He wouldn't even feel normal if he's not out here in the mix. We rolling through it. Popping off over there. Okay. So, you know, give V the integrity that he would start working out like the animals do to support his body weight, for one thing. And get to a point where, yes, he could control his body weight even with all this heavy armor. And get him to the point, too, where he gets a new Ripper Doc, to eventually, you know, it takes time. It's a constant. You can have him going through the process. You got to figure out how to reactivate his Chrome. I'm paying attention while I'm talking, y'all. That's why I'm, you know, whenever you hear my voice doing that, that's because I'm looking at stuff. I'm amazed with the way stuff be looking. But you know, he gets to reactivate his Chrome. And instead of just being a dude giving out jobs, he wants to go on at least one last adventurous job with whoever your new character is that you play with if you played as a merc. Because like I said in my other broadcast before this one, I said I want the option of many types of characters and you can play up to 3 with different saves at the same time. Like every time you check in, you can pick, I want to play that one of my characters or this character or that character. And the 3 can interact and will interact in the game. Like if you have a nurse character and she works at a hospital and your merc character gets shot and needs to go to the hospital, your other character can work on that one and help them. And it might even be a thing where you have to do that so that they can show you how the characters interact for you to even get back to your merc character being active. Otherwise, until he goes to the hospital and gets that surgery he needs, hell, make her a doctor. She's a doctor. She works on him. She gets him right. But then from owing him her a favor, he does something for her when she's, I don't know, tries to get robbed to go into the parking lot one time at the hospital by some gangsters. So y'all end up doing a mission together or something. And then it'd be like an automated version of you pick which one you want to be automated, which one you want to control, and you go in with one of your characters. But you got another character even. Like I said, you could get 3. 2 would probably be the max they could handle with all the data this would require. But I love the number 3 and I'm the third. So, and you can have another character who could be I don't know, could be a special healthcare person for what do they call it, the militarized healthcare that comes to get you if you get shot or something. Damn, I'm forgetting my words right now. I know y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's not coming to me right this moment. Oof. Let me find that name real quick. I'm embarrassing myself. I know all this stuff by heart. I'm just not saying it right now. Let me look through my book. Get y'all that name. Hold on.
Apologies. I must say goodbye now.
What if I don't want to say goodbye now? I never just sat in the car for a long time. I bet he'll kick me out and roll off. I don't know how he gonna do it, but I bet they'll do it. I'm gonna see if he do something silly if I just sit here waiting like I ain't got nothing else to do. Or like he ain't got nothing else to do. Hey man, but he just a robot. Sit here and just let him keep his doors open and get him hit. Oh my gosh, have mercy. Trauma team. That's what I'm trying to say. Trauma team.
See ya.
Say you're a third player, you could play. A lot of people have said they want to play as trauma team. I would like to play as trauma team. I think that would be pretty fun. I think that'd be damn fun, especially after I read the Cyberpunk comic book series. If you ever never read that or never looked at the graphic novel, it's one of the best ones in my opinion. Not that I've read all of them, but I flipped through some of the other ones. Still need to read them, but that one is just so freaking good. It's like a movie. It's literally like reading a movie. It's so damn good. They did an excellent job with it. It's so believable. But you play, you're reading the story of these two lovers that obviously met on the job and ain't got no time to meet nobody else, so that's realistic. They're both trauma team. And one of them witnesses her boyfriend get killed by a damn nutty ass cyber psycho. Who later on another job they have to go and save, because your job with trauma team is to literally go save people out of dangerous situations and be the paramedics, the ambulance that save their life. It's like walk out on no drama. See, the fact that happened like that with no drama, that could be like the Valentinos that knew Jackie Wells. And they just be like, hey, what's up, Holmes? You be like, what's up, man? You the one that knew Jackie. Forever, man. Rest his soul. Word is born. Word is born. I'm saying it like they in New York. They wouldn't say that shit. Even in this future, they'd be like, Simone, or something. I'm saying, orale, right. Rest in peace. So crazy Vato, but he's the homie forever. For life. You might roll up your sleeve. You got a tattoo for Jackie, Just like nod and be like, yeah, have a good night, hombre. Hey, you too, man. And just go into your room, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you're in the hood, but you live here. They know it. They know you. They know about you. That would make sense. They know Padre. That's where's the tag. It's Padre's area. You got the tag and shit. So that would make sense. Versus another area, you look and see Padre tags, it might be whacked out. You see X's over, and you're like, oh, this is that side of his folk that ain't his folk. This them other Valentinos that got beef with him. And whoever's over that section of Valentino, anytime you run into them, it's on. But that would make sense versus just all of them might set it off with you damn near. Like if I had stood around near them folk right there just now, they would have got hot. Then one of them would have jumped at me. It would have been on. I done beat them up so many times. Oh, did I get it? Yeah, it's a good night. Most of the time you miss the shot, but I've been killing it lately. Now that is another thing that needs to happen in this game. Why is it I can't play a whole game of pool? This is such a freaking nice table. And why can't I do this when my girl comes over? If you invite Pan to this apartment on a date night, no, this is not one of the other things we can do. You know what we do? We sit here, we watch TV, we say the same stupid lines. We get up, I come over here, somewhere around here. Where is it? Do I give her, I can't even offer her no damn drink and bring her some coffee. What sense does that make? Why I got a coffee machine if I can't even give her no coffee? Why I got fruit if I can't offer her fruit and actually eat the shit? You know what I mean? So stupid. This place is fly as hell, too. It's the ultimate bachelor loft. Dope as hell. Hey, baby, let's play the game together. Or you can watch me play. Or, you know, why I got all this cool stuff and I can't even do it? Why I got a punching bag and I can't punch it? Like, seriously, why can't I just go over here, do this, hit my fist without the flames on and go wah, 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 wah. Why? Why not? If not, why, huh? Stuff I ought to be able to do, man. Stuff I ought to be able to do. I do love these. Matter of fact, I'm going to change it now. I ain't changed it in a minute. I love that photo. But I got new ones. There we go. Because I'm cool like that. Oh, yeah. The 3. You know? That's the apartment building over there. Can we find out what the hell FF06B5 is in Orion? Everybody wants to know that. Like, we officially want to know because I love that. I love that. The whole Hinduism element of it, but it's also this war god of war or something. Very damn cool. I want to know all the history of that and why it's everywhere. No, I want to go to the next one so I can see. Yeah, what else I got? Oh, that was a cool shot. It ain't gonna show me. Yeah, okay, shows me a because I'm expat mode. I'm leaving. Tony, for those who know. I need at least another picture. That's the only frames I got. Nah, ain't nothing about it. I changed that to the wrong picture. I need a picture of my baby. Where Pan at? So, and I know I don't have a new picture of Pan Am nowhere, so I might just have to go to something random and have fun. I had to go way back to find a Pan Am shot. Got these thotty hotties from the damn Dogtown market. She's kind of cute with it. Cute with the crazy mechs. Crazy mech'd out. I've already used this in another picture frame. I love this shot. That was badass. One of my favorite outfits too. Still got that in the stash, I think. Oh, this was hilarious. This girl was just posing in the garage for no damn reason, floating. Glitched out. Let's go. That's hot. That's hilarious. So like I say, y'all, you got all this stuff, but for what? You know, you got a bathroom, you got all your damn clothes on, and you just jump in the shower. Goofy. Like as soon as you walk right here, you should see yourself lean down, start taking stuff off, throwing shit off, then step in. So when you do this, and you see your bare arms, it makes sense. It makes sense. Then you finish. you know, like before you leave the apartment, it might just automatically put on the clothes that you were wearing. But you saw how I was really was looking, he was like butt ass naked, like he would be. I'm not saying I'm trying to endorse, for all you folks who only see a naked body on some freaky shit. No, see about a naked body or the pixels representing one as just the human freaking body. If I'm in the mirror getting on looking at myself after a shower, that's what the hell I would see. Period. Right? But then there's also those towels over there that have no damn purpose because instead of me walking here, I would naturally grab a towel. I'm not gonna walk around dripping wet. Some of y'all might, that's you. But for the sake of the game and what most normal people do when they get out of the shower and don't want to feel, I mean, if you got good AC or something in your place, you don't want that cold air hitting your wet body, so you're gonna grab one of them damn towels. Then just like I said, you saw you taking your clothes off, you see yourself wrapping the towel around your waist, and then you hit this button to look in the mirror. I never understand why you gotta hit a button to look in the mirror, but that's how these work. Uh, and then you could go through all of this stuff, the whole change appearance thing, which it's cool that it's somewhere in the game. But again, I even think this could be modified. Like instead of this being something that hold on, because I haven't messed with my stuff in a minute, so I'm gonna play around here, make it more solid. That looks kind of cool. Uh, instead of it being something where almost you can do so much stuff in here that's just you wouldn't do at home, like your haircut and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, you can't do a haircut, but I'm saying like you can literally grow hair, get a whole nother head of hair, a whole nother. I always thought, why we got all these buildings and there's not an actual barbershop? Why can't I go to a real barbershop in the game? Like for real, like I ought to be able to go to the barbershop. And with this here color, or I say beard color, I ought to have salt and pepper, not just salt, because I'm not there yet. I'm not to the full white beard, and I want that look. I want to be able to see a little salt and pepper. You know what I mean? They don't give you that option. They don't give you that. Oh, damn. Well, at least my beard's hanging on my mask, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna do that. Stop looking because I don't feel like messing with it for long. So, I'm trying to think of all these other things that I always think of after I've gotten off my line that I want to tell y'all about. Yeah. Like right now, I should just be in my damn trunks, my basketball trunks, and be chilling. Which I can go up here and change that for y'all, but I ain't worrying about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and sit on the couch because I want to make another point. What really annoys me, okay, when you turn on the TV, right? And I start switching channels. They haven't added, every time they do a patch, they should add new games, just like a real TV that we have now. Games, movies, shows, streaming, all kind of stuff you can play, right? You can watch. Instead of you literally sit here and it's the same shit with the exact same show over and over and over and over again. I like that I can get up from this couch and still playing. But did you notice that the sound can't be heard as well when you're walking around? That didn't make sense. Why would the sound change the volume of the TV? But anyway, that's kind of annoying to me. But I want to be able to see movies, especially. Wait a minute, this might be a new one. I've never seen this Ghost. Let me guess. Damn.
20-year installments, fixed to our salaries. Everything was fine at first. The arms were all right. But then a year later, NAA went under. I was out on the street. Applied anywhere I could for a job. Walked into every factory. I would have worked for any's. But there was nothing. Nada. Zilch. I started falling back on my payments. A month goes by, then second, then the third month. Then Zeta Tech sends its repo squad. I was on my knees, begging for another month, even a week. But they didn't listen. They tased me, ripped out my arms, and just left me there. My daughters, they...
I can tell you're still hurting. Even got some tears there. How about drying them with Militech's brand new Dropner 5X?
What? No. This isn't happening.
Oh, but it is. Ziggy Q's is where it's always happening.
I can't believe it. Ziggy, oh my God.
Got a story you want to share with the world? A tragic accident? Family drama? Don't wait. Call 1-900-ZIGGY-Q.
And there you have it, with American consumerism at its finest. This man done lost most of his best years of his life, but right at the end, they give him the arms that they took from him. Oh my gosh, on a show that he had to be hopeful to even be a guest on. But that was a good story. That's something to put it in perspective of how crazy this world is. And that's why I like watching the little shows, not just the commercials and stuff, even though all that tells you the story. But I'm saying, like, there's no new commercials hardly. And I almost missed that interview because I didn't think it was going to be nothing I've ever not seen. I've seen damn near everything on this TV. There used to be one little funny cartoon and I guess it's still on here, but I don't see it no more. With the little dogs that represent people in the city going around and getting in crazy situations. See if any of the stories here are going to be anything new. Implant Manufacturers Association. Maybe this is it.
Topics discussed was the ever-increasing rate of cyber psycho attacks. Over the last decade, the number of incidents has increased as much as 43%.
Nah, I think it's about the same. I think it's about the same. I think I've seen that one, but it is an interesting story if you ever want to watch that when playing the game. I was gonna say, like, I want to be able to watch movies, and one of the main movies I always feel like they should have made a full movie that you could watch or rent at home or whatever. You know, like everything else that you just pay a few dollars for and you can watch it. But like you own it after you pay for it, just like in real reality. Okay, what's the purchase price? Whatever crazy price in the game, pay it one time. Yo, man, I got money. If I ain't gonna go out here on the block, beat somebody down, and get some money, kill off a couple of gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Oh gosh, that's how crazy the game is. That's how it is. So get your stuff and you just keep it pimping. That's how this mess is. Either getting got or gotting. I mean, that's this crazy ass game, and it's real realistic. I want to put some stuff in my stash and see if I can keep filling up my board up here because I got this one gun. I feel like it should be a special. Let's see if it goes up on the board. I thought that should have been something. Nope, it does not appear. I think the only ones that do are the ones that got the little special backdrop. That's it. You see, I'm starting to fill it up. There was one time I didn't have nothing up there except for like one or two guns. That's it. That was annoying because I'm like, man, what's the point in having this thing if I can't look at my collection? So anyway, there was a movie that you watch when you do the special mission for Johnny where you let him take over the brain for a date where he goes out with Rogue, his old girlfriend that runs or is one of the main head honchos at the Afterlife. Technically, she does run the Afterlife. I mean, come on. She's the baddest boss up in there. And so, let's see. Oh, but yeah, I don't even know what that's in here. I should have sold that. don't keep no mess like that. I need to break that down. Okay, I'll do that later. I'm gonna break that down. I'll use that for parts. What is that? I don't care about that. That can be stashed. Again, this is breakdown stuff. Okay, this stuff I need to get rid of. I don't need that one right now. Don't even need that one right now. I love this thing, but I wonder if it's gonna go up there when I put it in. So let me see. Yeah. I just want to see. Show me. I bet it's up there. Where is it? Where are you? No. Damn. So okay, there's a couple more swords. A whole bunch of pistols I'm missing. I don't understand all these pistols I'm missing, but I'm missing them. Shotgun. That's crazy. And I hate how when you move a little bit, the door just keeps moving open. Like, hey man, you know I'm moving around. You ain't gotta open every second. Should be a little bit more sensitive. Okay. Stash that. Stash that. Stash it. Stash it. I ain't used this yet. May as well stash all this stuff I'm not really using right now. Hercules. Love that thing. Love it. Love that too. Yeah, stash that so I can see if it goes up there because it's got the background. This you can't stash, even though it's crazy. I played one version of the game where I got rid of it, gave it back to the owner, but now it's just locked in and I can't see how to give it back to her, so it's crazy. Yep. Won't transfer that either. Let me go through my pistols and find my most powerful of all. Like literally the baddest of the badasses. Alright, but anyway, I cannot finish my statement. I was talking about Rogue, and I was gonna say when they went on this special date you go on, Johnny and her go to a drive-through theater they went to on their first date or something like that. So it was romantic. She almost gets into it, but then she's like, nah, I ain't feeling this. That was then, this is now, and she just can't get her head right. But what was really cool is on the screen they were showing this crazy Mad Max level Cyberpunk movie. This crazy battle scene. These folks were fighting on top of a damn train and all these crazy looking bored out characters. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And it's only for seconds you can see it. And I'm like, why can't I watch that at home? It's like an old movie that you would find like on Tubi or something. Like, why can't I watch that at home? We need that, y'all. We need that. CD Projekt Red, we need that in Orion. We need like 10 movies every update. You hear me? 10 that are at least like 15 minutes long. You know? Really well made. You sit on your couch, the screen blows up as soon as you cut it on. So you really, just like when you're playing the video games, stand-up games, as soon as you put in your coins and start playing, you don't see nothing else on the screen. You're just playing the game. That's it. Same way with the movie. You just let it play. You can literally watch a movie in the game. Like I said, I'm talking about games inside the game, movies inside the game. You want to play pool at home? You can walk around the table and play pool. Real pool. You want to play against a friend? Invite somebody over. You play against them. You want to have a party in your place? Invite your friends over. Somebody invite somebody you don't know. Some shit break out. You kick them out your place. Stuff that really happens. That's the Orion game we are looking for. Hit the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Because I know I'm on to something. Don't nobody think the way we think. I just count on another level. Let's go.